Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to take you through some products that I got for my birthday. So I'm going to put them on, talk about them a bit. There will be various things that I've tried a few times. Some things I've only tried for a second time in this video. I'm basically still in the process of reviewing these products, but I'm going to give you all an update at the end of April to let you know what I think of them. There's one product that I want to leave a bit longer and test in the summer, and that is the foundation, because it tends to cling on to dry patches at the moment. I've only tried it, I think this is my third time now, and I find that it does cling on to dry patches I didn't even know I had, but my skin is drier in the winter and more oily in the summer, so it might just be my skin, so I do want to give that a bit more of a chance. But without further nonsense, let's get into the actual video. So the first product I want to start with is this Huda Beauty Easy Blur Primer. This is an ultra blurring silicone free primer that is good for your skin and so easy to use. The Easy Blur Primer is packed with blurring polymers that instantly control excess oil, smooth texture and blurs pores. This jelly-like primer blends clear upon application for an airbrush soft focus finish that mattifies skin and keeps makeup fresh. This is one of those blurring primers that I feel like is going to be good in the summer months for me, because it's supposed to control your oils, which I don't get too oily in the colder months, so I haven't really been able to test it to its full potential. So this is another product that I might come back to in the summer. And the question is, do I feel like it blurs my skin? I don't really find that it blurs my skin that much. It feels really nice and it makes the skin feel really nice and smooth, and it does have that matte, I'd say silicone finish, but it doesn't have silicones in it, so that's something that's really interesting. But I've tried this with several foundations now, and I really like the way they apply on top of this product. The only foundation I've tried on top of this that I don't like the effect of is the foundation that's supposed to kind of go with it. Huda Beauty Easy Blur Foundation. My shade is Angel Food in 110N. This is not a filter. Their Easy Blur Foundation is a weightless, real-life filter foundation that's ultra blurring and smoothing for an easy airbrush finish, with medium to buildable coverage for foolproof, seamless, easy application. It's a medium buildable coverage, which I'd agree with. It's a natural airbrush finish. It also includes 1.5% niacinamide, and it's non-comedogenic and fragrance-free. This is the product I'm talking about when it comes to showing my dry patches. I don't find it gives me a smooth airbrush finish everywhere necessarily. So this foundation is a little light for my face, but it matches the rest of my body really well. And this is also the shade that I'm in the Huda Beauty, the first foundation she brought out. As I'm trying this on, I feel like it looks really smooth around my forehead and chin, but it's my cheek area that I always have a problem with this foundation. It seems to stick to dry areas I didn't even know I had, which is why I'm not going to fully review this product this month. I'm going to leave it until the warmer months, which, I mean, we're in spring now, so they're right around the corner. One thing I will say is it's a lot more lightweight than her other foundation, like the original Huda Beauty foundation. Forgotten what it's called. Is it Faux Filter? A lot heavier feeling on the skin, if you ask me. And although this is a medium coverage, I would say it's a good medium to full coverage. So that's something I brought that I'm not necessarily completely sold over at the moment, but it all could change in the summer. That's why I like to give products a bit more of a chance, especially foundations, because of the way they can sit on your skin in different seasons. If you're like me and you have combo skin, it gets drier in the winter and like oily in the summer, then I just like to test things out around the year to see when's best to wear them, or if it just doesn't suit my skin at all. I did pick up the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask in Cotton Candy. This was the last one on the shelf, and this smells so fun. And I haven't actually used it yet. I know how Laneige lip products perform on me, and they perform really well. So even though it's a lip sleeping mask, I'm just going to put a tiny bit on my lips. And yes, I have broken a nail already, unfortunately. So they are feeling a bit crusty and dry. Oh, that tastes amazing. So yeah, like I said, this foundation is really nice on my forehead, really nice on my chin, really nice on the outer perimeters of my face. It's literally these areas here that just look a bit crusty. So I'm just going to put some concealer on, as I didn't buy any for my birthday, and also a little bit of bronzer, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I've just bronzed up my face, put a bit of NYX Stick It into my brows, and I've also concealed under my eyes with my Tarte Shape Tape. Talking of Tarte, another product I picked up because I watched Teresa is dead and she swears by this stuff, is this Tarte Creaseless Setting Powder, and this is in the lavender shade. For this you can set, smooth and slay. This triple threat is like your fave highlighter reel, smoothing out look of under eyes and leaving you camera ready. Stay sexy, not sweaty, lock in your look for up to 16 fierce hours, and say goodbye to chalky vibes and creasy lines. The powder keeps it smooth, not cakey or flat. Its non-drying feeling formula means you'll feel nothing but comfort, even as it works over time to control the look of shine. And this comes in 6 different shades. I want to try the translucent shade, but I really love this lavender shade. I never thought I'd love lavender powder as much as I do. So what I do is I just load up my beauty blender, and I know that looks like a lot, that's because it is, but I tend to find that if I just pop this on, and then this is the eye with the powder, and this is the eye without, and I just feel like it really brightens up that under eye area. Now you can use this on the rest of your face as well, but because it's winter I am quite dry, so I just tend to set around my nose in the T-zone and around my eye area as well. I'm just going to take a clean brush and dust off any excess, and I can understand why Teresa Instead raves about this, and that's because it is so smoothing under the eyes, so blurring, like it doesn't settle into fine lines, it doesn't make my skin look crepey underneath. It's a really nice under eye setting powder. I moved on next to House Labs, and I really wanted to try one of their products. I wanted to try either their highlighter or their blush, and I decided I wanted to try a highlighter from a different brand. So I went with a blush, and I went with Pomelo Peach. It's just a really beautiful neutral peach shade. I feel like House Labs products get really mixed reviews, but I found this product is pretty buildable. It is a matte blush, so if that's not what you're into, I know some people just like their kind of glowy blushes. I like both. I feel like if you're into your matte blushes, you might like this formula. You can build it up really well, so it doesn't have to go on fully pigmented, but if you like a more pigmented blush, then this definitely builds up beautifully, and I just find it really easy to blend. It's actually made this area here on my cheek where it's slightly dry, it's made that look a lot smoother actually, so it's quite a nice smoothing, like blurring blush. So I definitely want to try this in more shades. There's a bright pink shade that I definitely want to try, but I feel like this is a really beautiful kind of neutral peachy blush, and it's going to go with a lot of different makeup looks as well. I then wanted to try something from REM Beauty, and I looked at their highlighters and I saw this highlighter in the shade Mama Earth, and this is their green one. Let me just try and see if I can open it first without digging my nails into it. So this is the shade Mama Earth, and it's like a really beautiful like mint green. Now I have to admit, when I first swatched this, I wasn't overwhelmed by it when I got it. I like a highlighter that you can see from space, and I felt like this just wasn't gonna cut it, but actually it's quite deceiving. I don't know if you can see that, but it does give a really beautiful glow to the cheeks. Not my most glowy highlighter, you know, but it still gives a really beautiful glow, and I guess because it's green as well, unless it has a transparent base, it's gonna look way too out there. But this just gives a really nice hint of green with a really beautiful glow to it. So I would definitely go out and try more of their highlighters now I've tried this. There's a purple one that I want, and like a more of a champagne that I'd quite like to try as well in their more neutral shades. I know REM again is another brand that gets very mixed reviews. I feel like it gets a bit of a bad rap. This is the only product I've tried, but so far I really like it. Moving on to lipstick, it's become a bit of a tradition of mine to buy a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick for my birthday. I own a few now, and I swear I've bought them all every year for my birthday. Anyway, I bought the shade Stoned Rose, which is from their Kissing range. This is an older shade, this has been around forever, but I've never owned it. I just love the tone of this lipstick, so I thought, why not buy it? Let me just wipe that lip balm off a bit. So I actually made my lips feel really smooth already. You can wear the lip masks in the day, you don't have to wear them overnight. I tend to do both. This is just a beautiful like orangey terracotta-y shade. I usually get a limited edition product, like lip products from Charlotte Tilbury on my birthday, but I wanted to go for something that they've had around for a while because I have sought after this for quite a long time, and the Kissing formula is really comfortable. I already know that I love this lipstick. I've worn it a few times now, and the longevity is good. Obviously, if you eat anything, especially oily products, oily food, then this is going to come off. It's not like a super long lasting lipstick, it's just a bullet lipstick. It's a really nice like satin formula, I would say. Maybe edging on the side of creamy. But yeah, it's a really pretty lipstick. For my eyes today, we're going to be moving away from Sephora because I don't tend to buy palettes from there because they're not that interesting to me, to be honest. Like, I feel like you could get them anywhere and I already have them in my collection. So I did take some of my birthday money and I bought the Lovers palette by Cosmic Beauty, was brushes, and I love this palette. I've worn it a few times now. This is the inside of the palette. It's absolutely stunning. I feel like this works in different quads, and I feel like I'm going to use this center quad here, even though I've got a green highlighter on. I'm still going to use this center quad because I want it to go with the lipstick. The first shade that I'm going to dip into is called Affection, and I'm just going to pop that in my crease. Now on me, this is like a pale pink shade. So it's going to show a teeny tiny bit, but not that much. It's just slightly more pink than my skin. But I'm just going to lay that down as a base. And I am using my Singe brushes. I got these on my last birthday. And this is the EO6. And this is great for just like buffing out and blending the crease shades. Over the top of that shade, I'm then going to go into the shade Self Love. And I'm just going to go straight over the top of that pink shade just to deepen everything up a little bit. So this palette is the same beautiful formula that every other Cosmic Beauty palette has been. I think I own them all now. I think I own every product but the cream blushes because I'm just not a cream or liquid blush, highlighter, bronzer fan. I like cream and liquid foundations, but it goes as far as that. I have used cream blushes before. I used some from Sleek years ago in a video and I really liked them. But I don't know, there's something about powders that I love. I just tend to stick with what I love. A lot of people have been loving creams and liquids, and that's mostly what brands have been coming out with. Of course, they're going to follow the trends. But I have noticed a few more powder blushes coming out recently and bronzers, so that's pretty exciting. I'm going to take an EO2 brush and this shade here called Harmony. And I'm just going to pop that in my outer corner. And I have tapped that brush off because this is a pigmented shade. And tap your brush off really well so you don't get any or too much fallout. Now I do tend to get fallout with my Cosmic Beauty palettes with the shimmer shades mostly, but because I powdered under my eyes, I'm not too worried. If that's something you're concerned about, you can either powder under your eyes, or if that's something you're not comfortable with, then you can always do your face makeup last. So I'm kind of just like patting this on the lid for the most concentrated amount of pigment and then blending into my crease. I'm also going to take some of that deeper shade and I'm going to place that on my lower lash line, just to the halfway point. Then I'm going to take some of this shade here called Faithful, and I'm going to spray that with some MAC Fix Plus Stay All Night setting spray. And I'm just going to start placing that on the rest of my lid. So I am still getting a tiny bit of fallout with this, so nothing major, and it should just, hopefully, fingers crossed, swipe off. But this is such a pretty like rose kind of goldy shade with a slight peach hint to it. So I feel like it's going to go with that blush and that lipstick really well. Again, I'm just going to place that on my lower lash line up to the inner corner. And that is basically the finished look using the Lovers palette by Cosmic Beauty. I love the artwork on this palette. It's so beautiful. And I think, as per usual, the colour story is just gorgeous. Right now, I'm going to finish off with some eyeliner and mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, my camera cut me off and I'm not really sure where, but I just added mascara and eyeliner and this look is all finished. Anyway guys, I just wanted to do a bit of a try on of my birthday makeup, give you guys a little bit of a review of what I think of these products so far. I will of course come back at the end of the month and let you know whether I still like them or not. And yeah, that's basically it for today's video. I'm hoping to try and do a video a week, maybe every Monday or every Friday. I'm not sure yet, and I'm not going to hold myself down to those terms because the way life has been going recently. Because of the way life has been going recently, I don't want to promise you guys and I don't want to promise myself something that I can't manage, but I am hoping to try and do at least one video a week. Anyway, I hope you found this helpful in some way. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video, and don't forget to leave your comments if you tried any of these products. What do you think of them? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Let me know down below, and I will speak to you guys soon.